This week on Fetch Me a Home, we were all very excited about this one. We have the Maine Chinchilla Shelter. We have Marianne and Miriam. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us. We've been looking forward to this for 5 years.
I know it's been a minute since you guys have been on Fetch. Yeah.
It's been a long time, yes.
Well, I'm so glad you could come in, and you brought 4 chinchillas for us. Tell us about each of these guys.
So Sugar is an absolute love who would love to just curl up in your shirt and sleep.
Oh, well, clearly she's cuddly, which is unusual. Is that unusual for chinchillas?
It can be, yeah.
Okay.
They're generally pretty skittish, but we work really hard with ours to make sure they're happy being held.
This is Rosemary, and Rosemary, actually, her last home was very stressful, so she's got a little fur chewing.
Oh.
And this is what fur chewing looks like, and that's the kind of thing chinchillas do if they don't have enough hay or if they have a stressful environment. So when you own a chinchilla, it's important to not have any other animals around them. They're a single species household kind of a pet. So the dogs and cats don't come in the room with the chinchillas. And yeah, they're a lot happier that way. So, but Rosemary's a sweetheart. She's calm. She's just sweet and quiet. Chinchillas are great because they live 15 years. And they're a really low maintenance pet. People don't think of them as low maintenance because they're so interesting. They do not need to come out of their cage for exercise. They should not be exercised at all. They're burrow dwellers. They're from the Andes Mountains where they lived in burrows and small caves and little dens, and they conserve their energy.
So who's this guy right here? This lovely lady.
That is Raspberry, a nice chill little beige. She and Rosemary are a bonded pair, actually.
Okay, so they should be adopted together then.
Yes,
Okay, and then Albus?
Albus is a solo buddy. He came to us recently. He's a sweet boy. He's still learning how to get along with people, but he's very good.
And he just took a little bath.
Yeah.
Little dust bath. So education is huge for you guys, especially adopting these things out. And you just showed me before we started taping how to hold the chinchilla. So if anyone's watching saying, wait, why are they holding the tail like that? This is part of it. This is part of the learning process.
Yes, chinchillas have very delicate ribs, and their most sturdy part of their body is their spine and their tail. It's perfectly safe to hold them this way. This is the best way to keep them safe. She wants to get down. And this is how we handle a chinchilla. It's like the only pet you can hold their tail. But this is perfectly safe. It does not hurt them. Of course, they don't like it because they feel vulnerable, but we don't do that, do we?
If someone wants to adopt, fill out the application online. You'll give them a call. What should people know?
So we will have you go through a class first, so you can learn all about the basics about chinchillas. This is a requirement. It will be a whole thing about how to take care of them, what they eat, where they come from.
Free class.
And yeah.
And you can do that either on Zoom or in person.
Yes.
But it's better to do it in person so you can learn how to hold.
We do online as well.
So obviously people know they're cute, they know they're soft, they know they're snuggly, but it's good to know that they're a low maintenance pet if you just want something kind of at home that's a little
15
quiet.
minutes a day. Just take some time out of your day to say hello and spend some time with them. They're happy.
They're great listeners.
They're
They'll sit.
so sweet too.
They'll sit right in the front of the cage and just listen to you, and you feed them a little mini shredded wheat and have little conversations. They're just great listeners, and they love routine, and they love just quiet lifestyle.
Well, you can learn so much more on their website, which we have posted a link to on our website. Again, Miriam, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Amanda.
Maine Chinchilla Shelter is the name, and we will be right back.